I remember the look on her face, perfectly rehearsed, expensive, hollow. My wife, Ava, laughed as if she hadn't just gutted me in front of everyone. "Just a pizza boy at Dominos," she said, twirling her wine glass, the stem catching the chandelier's light. Her partners laughed, those men in tailored suits and women who measured worth by surnames and stocks. Her sister, Claire, leaned in, her lips curling. "So disgusting. You really married him?" I smiled, the kind of smile that doesn't reach the eyes. I had to, because tonight wasn't about emotion, it was about timing. Behind them, on the massive LED TV in the penthouse suite, the finance channel was running its breaking news teaser. The ticker crawled fast, flashing names and mergers. I already knew what was coming. Ava and I had met 5 years ago. I delivered pizza to her firm's office when her assistant forgot lunch. She was brilliant, confident, magnetic, everything I wasn't. Or maybe everything I pretended not to be. She liked how simple I was, how humble, how I didn't fit her world. I thought it was love. But looking back, I think she loved how she could control the narrative around me. She made me her secret, then her experiment, then her embarrassment. The first crack appeared a year ago. A dinner party, different guests, same laughter. Someone asked what I did for a living, and before I could answer, she interrupted, "He's between things." Between things? I'd built a prototype of a delivery optimization AI that month. Between things, my ass. That night, I noticed the way she looked at her business partner, Marcus. Too long, too familiar. 2 weeks later, I knew. Phone records, hotel receipts, private jet logs. Her business trips to Singapore had less to do with mergers and more with merging bodies. I didn't confront her. I observed. I let her believe I was the fool in uniform. You learn a lot when people think you're beneath them. You hear conversations they assume you won't understand. You get underestimated, constantly, and that's a gift. For a year, I worked silently. The AI company I'd been building under an alias, RootMind, had just been acquired. No one knew it was mine. I'd created it using a pseudonym, a different identity, layers of legal protection, and a friend who handled the filings. It wasn't about money at first. It was about proving I was never what she thought I was. Then, when I uncovered how she and Marcus had redirected company funds through shell corporations, my purpose sharpened. They'd been laundering money through Ava's logistics branch, ironically, using the very same algorithm I'd coded years ago for her firm, as a favor. My code, my system, my signature. They didn't even bother changing the variable names. So I turned the tables, quietly, methodically. I started by transferring small evidence packets, screenshots, emails, transaction trails to anonymous journalists. Nothing public yet, just seeds. Then I acquired stock in her company under multiple shells, one by one. When RootMind Technologies went public and merged with her firm's largest rival, I became its controlling shareholder overnight, all without a single public photo of me in connection to it. Tonight was the announcement. Ava didn't know. Neither did Marcus. We were in her penthouse, her world of glass and mirrors. The champagne sparkled, and so did her ego. She bragged about her company's future, about partnerships with emerging tech startups. She didn't realize the emerging startup she was boasting about was mine. Then the anchor's voice echoed from the TV. "Breaking news, RootMind Technologies merges with Logicor International in a historic $4.2 billion deal. The company's founder and newly appointed CEO, Ethan Cole, is set to take over operations effective immediately." The room fell silent. Wine glasses paused mid-air. Ava blinked. Once, twice, then her lips parted. Claire's smirk froze. Marcus turned pale. I stood, adjusting my jacket. "Guess I should introduce myself properly," I said. Every heartbeat in that room was mine. Ava tried to speak, but words tripped over shock. You're Ethan Cole? I nodded. And you're under investigation. Both of you. The remote in my hand clicked. The TV switched to a live feed. News reporters outside Logicor's building. The story had broken wide. Headlines blazed. CEO and CFO under fraud investigation. Their faces flashed on screen. Ava and Marcus. Mugshot perfect. She turned to me, trembling. You set me up? No, I said calmly. You set yourself up. I just turned the camera on. Security arrived minutes later. Quiet men in black suits. Not mine, hers. But they looked to me now. The company's board had already been briefed. Everything was already signed. Everything already over. Ava's empire collapsed in one night. Stocks frozen. Accounts flagged. Her sister's disgust turned into fear when reporters began calling. I walked out to the balcony as sirens began to wail below. The city lights blinked like judgment. She came after me, mascara streaking, voice breaking. Ethan, please, you loved me once. I looked at her, really looked. I did, I said. That's why I warned you not to underestimate people who build from the ground up. We learn how to make things fall. Her tears were real, but my heart wasn't hers anymore. It's been 3 months since that night. Ava's facing charges. Marcus cut a deal. Claire deleted every photo of me from her life. And me? I sit in the corner office of RootMine Tower, watching drones fly across the skyline delivering orders my software optimizes. Sometimes pizza, sometimes revenge. Funny how the world works. People laughed when I said I believed in timing. But timing is everything. So when she said, he's just a pizza boy at Dominos, she was half right. I deliver things, just not the way she expected.